Coming to you from the proud city of San Juan, where the nation's top collegiate teams continue to battle it out as they prepare for their upcoming mother leagues. It all begins here. This is the 2016 FilOil Flying V Pre-Season Premier Cup, live and exclusive dito lamang sa ABS-CBN Sports and Action. The defending champions of the NCAA, the Colegio de San Juan de Letran, are in action. There he is, Dan Sara, trying to lead the San Beda College Red Lions, and we are back here at the newly renovated FilOil Flying V Center as things pick up. It is Rivalry Sunday. First up, it is the defending champions Letran Knights taking on the San Beda College Red Lions, and later on it will be the Ateneo de Manila University Blue Eagles taking on their rivals in the UAAP, the De La Salle University Green Archers. Hello Philippines and hello world. I'm Andre Felix for ABS-CBN Sports, along with the PBA's top 40 players in the country. Coach Ronnie Magsanak, the Point Laureate. Good afternoon to you, Coach.
Good afternoon, Andre. Of course, these two teams met last October dun sa finals ng NCAA. Of course, won by Letran in 3 games versus the Red Lions. And right now, San Beda looking to go 2 in a row after losing third game 2 games ago laban sa De La Salle. Nanalo sila kontra sa koponan ng Mapua. Samantalang ang Letran would like to bounce back after suffering that loss laban sa Ateneo.
Tama yun, Coach Ronnie. And also later on, we will be joined by Pauline Versosa reporting for San Beda at si Gaynel Krishna naman reporting for Letran. Babalikan natin si Pawi at si Gan mamaya-maya. Coach Ronnie, napanggit mo nga, itong dalawang koponan na ito know each other very well.
Right.
They're in an action just recently. This is a fast-paced FilOil tournament, and let's talk about the format. Once again, just to refresh everybody's memory, Coach Ronnie, we have 2 groups and 16 teams participating this year.
Right, and therefore this 16 teams will play a total of 7 games in the respective group. At dun lamang sa kanilang grupo, tanging 4 lamang ang papasok per group. And as a result, I feel that the magic number to make it outright to the Final 4 is to get 5 wins. And right now, we find that San Beda is in a better situation than Letran, which is a 2-3 right now. Now, taking a look at the teams, of course, only 4 will make it per bracket as they would eventually be facing off in the quarterfinals, wherein it's a win-or-go-home affair or a knockout system pagdating sa quarterfinals.
Nabanggit mo nga, Coach Ronnie, in team standings. We will see that graphic in a bit, and as we see Felix Africu, as we call him, the Dark Knight, para dito sa Colegio de San Juan.
Ako eh.
Gusto naman niya yung moniker na yun. Tingnan natin yung ating standings. Where do the teams stand so far? We see Arellano leading Group A, and De La Salle still doesn't have a loss here in the FilOil Pre-Season Cup.
Etong San Beda ay tabla ngayon sa Ateneo for the 2nd and 3rd spots. As I've mentioned earlier, I believe that it takes at least 4 wins to get into a tie, 5 to make it outright. And of course, if you can get more than 5 wins, then so much the better. Probably you can get one of the top 2 spots. And right now, Letran is also in the same group as the Red Lions, but they are at 2 and 3. So medyo jumble-jumble po yung sitwasyon na yan. Some teams played earlier before our coverage. At going to the flip side, Arellano leads the way with 5 and 1, of course, followed behind closely by the Altas of Perpetual Health.
We mentioned, Coach Ronnie, the crossover format. Basically, just to sum it up, we will have the top 4 teams per group, and then maghaharap-harap sila pagdating ng playoffs.
Totoo yan. At mula sa 16 na mga koponan, tanging 8 na lamang ang matitira pagdating sa crossover playoffs. Of course, the top teams occupy the upper half of the bracket. And then, pagdating po dyan, 0 and 0 na po yung win-loss card. At knockout system na po yung i-enforce natin na magiging harapan pagdating doon sa last 8.
Let's talk about the San Beda College Red Lions. Still at the helm is a second-year head coach, Coach Jamaica Rin, and Raj Tonko and the rest of the Lions now have to mature as they lost not only the starting 5, but they also lost 6 crucial players. Isama na din si Ice Reyes, who is their key defensive stopper.
Right, and that's why you can say that the Bedans or the Red Lions are in a rebuilding phase. It's a transition year for Coach Jamaica Rin simply because he lost the core of that team that tried to win the title for him in his very first year. Of course, he now has to bank on Dan Sara and the rest of the key holdovers for the Red Lions this upcoming NCAA season. Nagaganapin on June 25 sa ABS-CBN. And of course, the new additions, si Robert Bolick and Davon Potts. Davon Potts are the 3rd and 4th best scorers right now for the Red Lions.
And they will also be part of the starting lineup as mentioned to us earlier by Coach Jamaica Harin. And we talk about the defending champions, Colegio de San Juan de Letran. They also have a lot of players gone from their lineup. Gone is Ant-Man Mark Cruz, gone is Kevin Racal, but they are led also by a new coach, the one who recently won in the UAP Juniors, Coach Jeff Napa, leading the NU Bullpups.
From the UAP to the NCAA, from the Bullpups to the Letran Knights, no problem for Coach Jeff Napa. Right now, he's trying to get to know his players. But of course, we talk about this team, we cannot discount the fact and overlook that Marcus and Kevin Arcal were big-time contributors for Coach Aldrin Ayo in that title run last year. Right now, Reynam Batak, Macjer Luid, Soliano, and Aprek will be called upon by Coach Jeff Napa to try and hold the fort and be the men to be able to try and defend the title for Letran in the NCAA and try to push this team into the quarterfinals dito sa FilOil.
Last time these two teams met that was televised was way back October late last year, where it was an epic match, Coach Ronnie.
Ikaw nag-cover nun, di ba?
Yes, Coach, umabot pa. And let's see how things will be. Hindi pa nakakalimutan ng San Beda Red Lions yun. And of course, Colegio de San Juan de Letran still want to prove that even without their key players, they still can compete against the Red Lions. Up next, live here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action, it is the San Beda College Red Lions taking on the Colegio de San Juan de Letran Knights.
Live on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. From the FilOil Flying V Center, we bring you the first half of our Sunday grudge matches in your 10th FilOil Flying V Pre-Season Premier Cup. Let us now meet the starters. These were the last NCAA finalists, and now they meet again. First, the incoming Season 92 NCAA hosts and FilOil Flying V defending champions, the San Beda Red Lions. At off guard, number 8, Robert Bullock. Point guard, number 16, Davon Potts. At center, number 14, Donald Tangkua. Power forward, number 12, June Roldan Sana. And at forward, number 10, J.B. Mocon. Head coach of the Red Lions is Jamai Karin. And now let us meet the holders of the NCAA defending their title, the Colegio de San Juan de Letran Knights. Power forward, number 4, Felix Apreco. Forward, number 7, Jared Balanza. At center, number 5, John Soliano. Point guard, number 8, J.P. Calvo. And the off guard, number 6, Ray Nambata. Head coach of the Knights, Jeff Napa. The officials for this ball game, Dominic Pomar, Don Arguelles, and Jeffrey Aglona.
On your screens, of course, a new head coach, Jeff Napa. Still there is team consultant, Coach Glenn Capascio.
Right.
Still on the sidelines.
And I see former NU player Manabat.
Chico Manabat still is also there. As we take a look, Coach Ronnie at the starting five. This starting five of Coach Jamai Karin with Dan Sara, Devon Potts, Donald Tangkwa, Robert Bolick, and JB Mocon. So far, they've been 3-1 here in the FilOil Pre-Season. They only lost to LaSalle, and I heard na natalo lang din sila sa pro team sa Bolts. Doon lang sila natalo sa mga exhibition games. Itong team na to, sabi ni Coach Jamai. So far, they've been trampling on whoever they face. San Beda in white, Colegio de San Juan in blue. Bolick used to play for LaSalle, gives it to Potts short on the attempt, but there's Tangkwa. That is what he does best, Coach Ronnie.
Right. Off the ball play coming from Tangkua, scoring the first basket of this match, coming off that offensive putback. And then that signature press coming from Coach Jamai Karin.
Balanza. Now, second-year man, of course, a homegrown product. Mentes sa kanyang unang attempt. Tumatakbo ulit ang Red Lions. Sara Tumokon from the outside. Yes! Baka sa tres.
Product of the San Beda Red Cubs, made a name for himself by playing so well in the last title series, facing off against the team that they're playing right now. And certainly this is the first but not the last meeting between these two teams for 2016.
Kumbaga, warm-up pa lang, patikim pa lang bago magsimula ang NCAA
Eyeball
season
to
92.
eyeball pa lang ito.
Yes, Coach. June 25, dito lamang sa ABS-CBN Sports in Action.
Ikaw na naman yun, no? Ay, sorry. Natawa ka kasi totoo, no?
Hindi. Tingnan natin ito. 3-point shot brought to you by Popo, the perfect entertainment snack, J.B. Mocon.
J.B. Mocon is the 5th leading scorer here para sa Red Lions in the FilOil tournament. Total of 7.5 points per game for this young man.
Potts to Sara. This is going to be a fast-paced game and a foul will be called dito kay Jeric Balanza.
Barely a month before the NCAA opens, talagang nasa bandang dulo na ng preparasyon itong ating mga coaches heading into the NCAA.
Now let's go to our first report of today, courtesy of Daniel Krishnan for the Knights of Letran. Yes, Gan.
You know, Dre and Coach Ronnie, coming into this game, I was able to talk to the new head coach of the Letran Knights, and that is Coach Jeff Napa. And you know, I was able to ask him on what are the challenges in taking over a champion team. And sabi niya nga, you know, there's no pressure at all. This team can carry on. But of course, tulungan kami on this game, and talaga naman pagbubutihin namin ang laro namin today. On this game, he keeps on reminding the boys to stay focused and keep their defense strong up to the last second of this game. Dre and Coach Ronnie.
Thank you so much.
No pressure daw, sabi
no
ni
pressure.
Gan. Coming from Coach Jeff Napa. I thought that I saw a mirror move of Mark Cruz.
Yes.
Coming from Calvo.
That was a good sidestep by JP Calvo sa kabilang dulo. In the meantime, Robert Bolick makes his presence felt and uses the glass to get the 2. Bolick has 2, Tancua has 2, Mocon has 3, and Soliano now has 2 for Colegio de San Juan de Letran.
Good press break coming from Letran, able to puncture the crease in the defense, and also able to put in their second field goal of the first quarter.
Mocon, a former juniors MVP, pinitbit ang bola, but there will be a foul down low. It looks like it will be on the Stingray, Ray Nambata. Here's our Haynes School play of the quarter. Haynes, America's first name in comfort. A move that reminded you of Mark Cruz. That move reminded me of Ronnie Magsanok, the point laureate.
Jurassic era yun.
Na makikita ko ulit ang galaw na yun bukas.
Bukas na yun.
Bolick, guarded by Nambata. Here's Sara, guarded by Calvo. 6 on their shot clock. Sara feels he has the mismatch against Calvo. Everything but the shot. Bolick with the offensive rebound. Mocon has all day to shoot. He's now 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Nambata to Balanza. The short stab from the baseline is good for Jeric Balanza.
Good pass coming from Nambata. Unselfish play. Balanza for Letran, I believe, is one of the highest scoring players for the Knights so far here in the FilOil tournament. It's about 12 points per contest. Talking about Balanza.
We approach our 7-minute mark. Still here in the first quarter. Tancua down low. Muscling his way inside. And there is Donald Tancua. He may be a little undersized compared to Antola Adiogun, but
He's very strong. Good play coming from Mocon, not settling for the 3 ball, attacking, dishing, and sucking in the defense to free up itong si Tancua.
Soliano, the high-low to Aprico. The kick out at the corner is Calvo. Walang kanyang attempt mula sa labas. Tumatakbo si Devon Potts against Balanza. Potts. And he will head to the line for 2. Foul called on Jeric Balanza. Now let's go to San Beda side with this report from Pauline Versosa.
Andre and Ronnie, these two teams are definitely no longer strangers to each other. And even though this is not their mother league, the rivalry will always be there. Sabi nga ni Coach Mike, it is pre-season tournaments like this that we should not disrespect any level. Now, even though the Red Lions are in a much better standing, Coach Mike emphasized to the boys that they should not underestimate the Letran Knights. They are still strong. At syempre, we shouldn't question the heart of a champion. But today, Coach Mike wants to see his boys harbor no negativity and play hard against Letran. Andre and Ronnie.
Thank you so much, Pawi. Of course, San Beda, as we take a look at that Soliano jump shot, something that is really part of his arsenal, that one-hander in the middle. Itong San Beda just came back from that 2-week, 3-week training in Las Vegas,
Right.
Coach Ronnie.
Sa Impact Training Center under Coach Joe Abunasar. That's why they played 3 straight games from May 19th to May 21st, wherein they won their first 2 games before losing to De La Salle Green Archers, and then bouncing back to beat Mapua just about a couple of days ago.
First time out on the floor with 6 minutes remaining. Lamang ang San Beda College Red Lions 13-8 against the rivals, the Letran Knights. Kami po yung nagbabalik live sa ABS-CBN Sports in Action. Isang magandang linggong hapon po sa inyo. Andre Felix, Coach Ronnie Magsanok, and to our faithful, the San Beda faithful and the Letran faithful are here in red and in blue respectively.
Yung uli ko silang nakitang ganyan dun sa Mall of Asia Arena yata yun, di ba?
Yes.
Tama, di ba? Same
Yes.
faces.
That's right,
I
same
believe
faces.
same faces. Because I watched the series kompleto mula Game 1 hanggang Game 3.
Grabe.
Pinanood kita.
Here's a great reverse
Ganda.
by Dan Sara.
And remember that Dan Sara played for the San Beda Red Cubs, moved to the De La Salle Green Archers before finding his way back dito sa San Beda program. Si Bolick naman, pumunta sa La Salle Green Archers
Yes.
and then found a new home in Menjola.
That's right. Sara to Bolick, speaking of, ganda ng recovery defense ni Nambata. 13-10. After that Balanza made basket earlier, traveling will be called.
I believe that JP Mocon used to play the 4 position in high school.
Yes.
Kaya sanay pumos ito and play with his back to the basket. Going now to Letran, they had a very slow start versus Ateneo and as a result, nagabol silang gandulo hanggang sa kinapos sila sa kanilang huling pagkatalo.
Here's Jeric Balanza, that 6'3 wing. Makikita natin yung pagtaas talaga ng kumpiyansa ni Balanza, especially here in the FilOil Pre-Season Cup with the departure of Kevin Racal and Mark Cruz. Suliano posting up Tangkua. Tangkua, good defense on Suliano.
Solid, hindi mo mausog. Saka low to the ground no?
Sara, nice drop pass to Tangkua.
And again, very important to maximize yung lakas at efficiency ni Tangkua. Good penetration, good dish off coming from Dan Sara.
Calvo losing the ball. Here's Potts. Potts, the kick out to Sara. For 3, no. Up and down we go, 15-10. Calvo now guarded by Devon Potts. It's a very good defender, sabi ni Coach Jamaic. Bolick is also a great defender himself against Nambatak. Nambatak,
Nice move.
that's a good move. by
One
the
thing
Stingray.
about Nambatak is that he has been able to completely bring his game up from the junior ranks all the way to the senior division na walang bumababang level. Umakyat pa nga Tumangkad, lumaki, lumakas ang katawan itong si Stingray Nambatak.
Potts, wala sa labas. Tangkua just battling the blue shirts inside. But the ball will go back dito sa Colegio de San Juan de Letran. Balasa. Yes, Coach.
These two schools meet, you can throw away the winning or losing records and you can counter the fact that a dogfight is about to be witnessed. Once again, Coach Jeff Napa has prepped his team to play better compared to the way they did laban sa Ateneo, but that's a bad pass. Coming from Luid.
Luwip, kakapasok lang. Turnover kagad. Nabawi naman. Let's see. Sario from De La Salle Junior program is here sa Letran. Potts with a reverse. That was a good move from the Phil-American guard forward.
That's the 8th point coming from the paint for the Red Lions, attacking in transition and once again building a 5-point advantage.
Sario mula sa labas. Silista mo na.
New faces trying to make a name for themselves. They lost Mark Cruz, no more Kevin Racal. Yet it seems that the offense of Letran continues to hum for Coach Jeff Napa.
Marco Sario from De La Salle Zobel.
Kaya familiar yung pangalan.
Yes, Coach. Teammate nila Aljun
Yes,
Melesio.
yes. Kasi pinanood ko rin yung championship na yun. Laban sa NU, di ba?
Yes, Coach.
Oh, right.
As we take a look, this San Beda fast break. Look at Devon Potts. His athleticism is really there.
No doubt, together with Tangkua and this young man who just made his first entry. Ito yung mga manlalarong aasahan ni Coach Jamaic in terms of athleticism, in terms of quickness, and in terms of possessing yung talagang pambato sa palakasan. Ito si Noah.
Arnold Noah, or Nono as they would call him. Also a Cameroonian, the best friend ni Donald Tangkua. Also in is Raj Tonko coming from that injury. Mokon, the short stab. Noah, no. Nakuha ng Letran. Luwib now has the ball, guarded by Devon Potts. Luwib to Bong Quinto. Bibigay muna kay Marco Sario. Sario playing the point position. That pick by De La Peña. Luib behind the back dribble. 7 to shoot. The kick out. Sario. And Noah gets another rebound. Potts. Cross court. Outside shot. No go. Para kay, I believe, para dito kay AC Soberano is also now in. Para dito kay Coach Jamaic.
Number 20.
AC Soberano is a 17-point player for the Red Lions, number 1 for Coach Jamaic in terms of offense. We'll talk more about AC Soberano when we get back in this contest.
May 29, 2016. San Beda, their biggest lead was at 5 when the score was 5-0. And now, naibaba kalamangan ng Red Lions sa dalawa, 17 to 15. Red Lions coming from that victory against Mapua.
Right, na hindi nakapaglaro si Oraime.
That's right. 3 days ago, and Orion is serving that suspension as we take a look at Tongko losing the ball there. Turnover para naman dito sa San Beda.
After timeout plays, very important
To
for
execute.
the coach who called the timeout dahil gusto mong bumasket at tumahabol yung kalaban.
Almost a second violation. Coach.
Interesting, both coaches, Coach Jamaic and Coach Jeff Napa, coming from the junior ranks, no?
Yes. Coach Jamaic, of course, from Ateneo de Manila University, leading the Blue Eaglets to numerous championships.
Correct. He used to coach Kiefer Ravena in high school, while Jeff Napa played for the NU Bulldogs and then also was a part of the think tank ni Coach Eric Altamirano during the title run last year. O last year na ba yun? Dahil tatawid na tayo sa bagong season. Dahil nagkampiyon ng FU dito sa recent UAP season. And they also led NU to a title sa kanyang huling taon for the Bullpups.
Bonsubre is now in.
Bonsubre.
Junjun Bonsubre, I believe, also played for you at one point. Yes.
A part of that Super 6.
The Super 6 back in 2012.
Kaya nga sabi ko kay Junjun kanina, Junjun, yung tsinelas mo. Pero ngayon, bagong sapatos ni Junjun at bagong pasok, nakatulong, nagbigay ng 4 na puntos sa kalamangan para dito sa Red Lions, trying to weather the storm that the Knights have been able to impose on them.
Presbytero is also in now. Bonsubre again, the spin. Bonsubre showing us his moves. That time around could not convert. Almost getting the ball back for the Red Lions, but it will go to Letran's side. Tingnan natin. Junjun Bonsubre showing us his moves in the paint, Coach Ronnie.
Right. Very good big man who can play with his back to the basket. Good footwork for Junjun Bonsubre.
Luib, the kick out. Quinto. Mintes mula sa labas. Nakatingala at nakatingin ang second-year man na si AC Soberano, used to play for Tarlac State University. Quinto. Oh, nice move by Quinto, eluding those 2 Red Lions. Everything but the shot. Bonsubre with the board. Presbytero to Soberano. He's a spot-up 3-point man but misses on that try.
Yan na talaga ang trend ngayon, no?
Oh, but there's
Transition
Presbytero.
and offensive rebound where you can spot open threes. Good takeaway coming from Presbytero.
Speaking of the trend that you mentioned, pasalamat tayo kay Steph Curry, kay Klay Thompson. Sila yung takbuhan eh.
At sometimes matutuwa yung mga coaches dito sa local scene. Sometimes naman, sasakit yung ulo nila. Kung pumasok, yes, good shot. Kung hindi pumasok, no, sit down.
Yung pag tinira, yung parang Steph Curry na malayo.
Tama.
Ba't mo tinira? Pumasok.
Good shot.
Under a minute to play, 21 to 15 rather. San Beda has been leading right from the get-go. De La Peña against Bonsubre. Luib almost losing a handle on the ball. Good defense, almost, but too close for comfort. Ito si Jer Cabanag.
There'll be 2 free throws. As the Ilonggo native gives up a shooting foul because the Red Lions are already on the limit, over the limit. Luib has been with the Letran Knights ever since 2012, kung di ako nagkakamali.
Yes.
Has been a veteran of several championship battles before being rewarded dun sa nakalipas na season together with Mark Cruz and Kevin Racal in that epic face-off laban sa San Beda Red Lions that took them all the way to the 3rd and final game.
Of course, from born in CDO, grew up in Cagayan de Oro, itong si Macjur Luib. Pinangalan daw kay Michael Jordan, kaya Macjur MJ. Yes, Coach.
Galing na. Makjur.
Makjur.
Siya na pinaka-veterano rito.
Siya na. Of course, playing on his last year, taking up marketing management. A steal by Bong Quinto. Nabanag was able to track him down with 4.1 seconds remaining.
4.1 seconds. 4.1.
Letran trying to stay close against a team that averages close to 93 points per contest.
Quinto short, and that ends
At the
our
end
first
of the
quarter
first, it's
here at the
21
FilOil
to
Flying
17
V
for the
Center,
San
the
Beda
newly
Red
renovated
Lions.
arena here in San Juan. Good sidestep by JP Calvo. It was all San Beda, but Letran hanging on. Good reverse by Dan Sara at the end of the first. It's 21 to 17 in favor of the Red Lions of San Beda College against the defending champions, Colegio de San Juan de Letran of the NCAA. We're back live with you sa ABS-CBN Sports and Action. I'm Andre Felix, and of course, a privilege being with the point laureate, one of the greatest point guards to ever play in the country, Coach Ronnie Magsanok. And at courtside, we have Pauline Versosa reporting for San Beda and Gaynor Krishnan para naman sa Letran. It's the 2016 FilOil Flying V Pre-Season Premier Cup. It's rivalry day, San Beda versus Letran here in the first. Later on, it will be the blue versus the green, Ateneo versus LaSalle. 3-on-1 break for the Red Lions to start off the second quarter. Too strong for Noah. Soliano corrals the board. Nambatak. Now to Soliano. To Makjur Luib. Luib to Quinto. Finds the baseline underneath. That was a good play for the Knights.
The Red Lions trapping the ball screen. Rotation was late. Letran narrowing the gap to 2 points at 21-19.
And scoring there para sa Letran, I believe, is Christian Balagasay.
Ganda ng pasa ni Quinto. Takeaway coming from Quinto off Noah.
Quinto, the runner, is good. So 2 straight baskets for Letran. 1 from Balagasay, 1 from Quinto.
First deadlock ito sa laban ng San Beda at Letran. And Quinto was only one of 2 players to score in double figures in that loss laban sa Ateneo Blue Eagles.
Two-man game, but a traveling violation will be called on Junjun Ponsubre.
1 missed attempt and then 2 turnovers para dito sa Red Lions in the last 3 possessions. Perfect chance for Letran to taste the lead for the first time here in the half.
That was a good steal from Bong Quinto.
Veteranong maglaro.
Slowing down to elude that Arnold Noah defense. Tangkua is back in. JV Mocon also back in for Coach Jamaic Harin. Felix Aprico also coming in. Para naman sa Letran, Balagasay heads to the bench. It's Balanza, Luib, Soliano, Nambatak, and Aprico.
Sanay na sanay si Soliano, si Aprico at si Luib. Maging sinambatak sa press break offense dahil dito sila nanggaling kay Coach Aldin Ayo. Si Coach Jeff Napa na nag-coach naman sa Bullpups. Sigurado gumagamit din ang kanyang own version of the pressing defense.
14 seconds on the shot.
Now let's go back to Letran's side, courtesy of this report from Gaynor Krishnan.
Coach Ronnie, you do know, as a basketball fan, you do know that it's not only the players who leave their signature for their team, but also their coaches, and that is why I was able to talk to Coach Jeff, and I was able to ask him on what will be his signature for this team. Sabi niya nga, they have to obey the rules. Kailangan kung ano talaga sinulat sa game plan, ay gagawin talaga nila, and they have to be responsible with their actions inside and kahit nasa labas man sila ng court. On the other hand, he keeps on reminding the team to take care of their defense, minimize their turnovers, and always look to help. Andrea and Coach Ronnie.
Thank you, Gan. With that, we will take a quick break. Tabla na po tayo. 21 San Beda, 21 Letran. We'll be right back. And a lot of people in attendance. Of course, the San Beda faithful are here, and also the ones in green are already coming in. Because later on, it will be Ateneo versus LaSalle. Ngayon muna, San Beda versus Letran. So, the rivals in the NCAA at mamaya naman, UAAP rival.
Nasa ba sa parking yan?
Oo nga. May labas naman daw, Coach. And speaking of labas, Jom Soliano proves that
Galing, ano?
he could shoot from the outside as a big
Galing
man.
itong batang to talaga. At saka, akala mo, may hirapan dahil undersized sa pwesto. Pero
Yes.
matalino at higit sa lahat, may outside shot at clutch player talaga.
Soliano so far has 6. Mokon mula sa labas, in and out. Bolek. Cabanag. And Cabanag uses the glass. Now let's go back to Pauline Versosa with this report for San Beda.
Despite losing his previous starting players and some of his best defensive players last season, Coach Jamaic says he's very fortunate to have a young and promising team. Of course, it will take baby steps to where they want to be, but so far into this tournament, he says that he's very satisfied with the performance of his new players and even calls them overachievers. However, after the team's performance in the first quarter, Coach Jamaic calls out for better rotations and a sense of urgency. Sabi nga niya, instead of saying, yes, Coach, I want you to process this and play. Back to you, Andre and Ronnie.
Thank you, Pawi. There's Coach Jamaic Haren, of course. Led Ateneo to those numerous juniors titles as well. And, of course, second-year head coach for the Red Lions. Went to San Beda as well, grade school, high school, and college. But since he comes from a family of doctors, went to FEU to take up biology, that is.
Classmate ko yung kuya ni Coach Jamaic sa San Beda nung high school, si Dennis Harit. That's a pass to Coach Jamaic. Definitely Coach Jamaic will not catch the basketball. Calvo with that unforced turnover. At itong Letran kanina, lumamang ng 2 puntos. At 3 puntos bago nakabasket si Cabanag as Ray ng Batak flop dun sa kanyang one-on-one coverage laban kay Cabanag.
Bolek now posting up ng Bata. Tangkua against Aprico. Tangkua puts it up. May have forced that shot. Rebounded by Soliano. Nambatak on the run. Is Balanza is back in the game for the Knights of Colegio de San Juan de Letran. Bababa kay Aprico. The kick out, Soliano. And Soliano almost too strong. He has 6. Sabi nga natin, Soliano, if there's one shot, one guy who can make that shot is Jom Soliano.
Right. We saw that in the finals, in that series versus the Red Lions. They were under duress. Championship slipping away from their hands, and then suddenly he takes and makes a short corner jumper.
Letran now in the driver's seat, up by a solitary point, 24-23 against the rivals, San Beda College Red Lions. Thank you for joining us once again here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action as we witness the 2016 FilOil Flying V Pre-Season Premier Cup back. We see, of course, the proud parents of Jeron Teng, Tita Susan, and
The RoboCup.
Tito Alvin.
And Susan Ten, of course.
And of course, former head coach of Colegio.
And now, Lasal coach Aldinayo.
Proud Bicolano, Sorsogon native.
Bicolano, so marhay na hapon.
Maray na
mga
hapon, oo.
kaibigan mula sa Legazpi. Dakulang salamat sa inyong panonood ng FilOil sa ABS-CBN Sports. Galing kami dyan bago yung palarong pambansa. Pinagkakain namin yung laing at Bicol Express. Ay, sarap.
Daming magagayon sa Bicol.
Right. Ano yun?
Maganda. Speaking of maganda. Bitaw ni Robert Bolek, ilista mo na ang kanyang three-pointer doon. Ni Bolek now has 5 for the Red Lions.
Piyansang scorer din itong si Robert Bolek talaga. Oh, nice.
Calvo, his dribbling is just really amazing. Even, you know, me, kasi bihira ko nakita
Ganyan ka maglaro
Di naman, coach. Idol lang ito. And this three-point shot is brought to you by Pop O, the perfect entertainment snack. Robert Bolek. Or kanyang handle sa kanyang social media accounts, Babes Bolek.
Pwede.
Si Babes.
Change up si Coach Jamaic sa kanyang half-court defense.
Sara. Make that Balanza. Guarded by Sara now. Balanza to Nambatak. The step back 3 by Nambatak. And Mokon clears it. Bolek. Oh, wow. And what a swat by Balanza. Sends the ball to the LaSalle fans and also to the Letran faithful sa blue area. And this block of the game is brought to you by Total Exilium, the fuel that cleans your engine kilometer after kilometer. Bolek, they feel he has a mismatch against Calvo. Calvo with a rebound, tumatakbo. behind
nice
the back
pass.
to Nambatak. Binanggana, may basket back, but credit the assist to JP Calvo.
Right. Once again, Calvo showing us that he's a very smart playmaker without even looking. Just a hint that a teammate was behind him.
That was our Haynes School play of the quarter. Haynes, America's first name and comfort.
One of the most difficult thing for new coaches is to try and read kung ano yung naiwan na materyales sa kanila. And then of course, if you don't have much time to recruit, you will be left with what you have na dadatnan mo. But right now, you like the balance dito sa Letran Nats. Of course, Coach Mike still enjoys a very fearsome roster.
Bolek to Sara. Sara fires away. And Apriku grabs another rebound for the Knights. JP Calvo.
Magandang role player din tong si Aprico dyan sa front line.
Alam niya kung ano yung role niya.
Yes,
no?
yes.
Rebound, depensa.
Talagang workhorse talaga.
Oh.
And he does not overstretch his skill sets, but instead, he plays off the ball, does the little things, plays tough defense, something that you want from your role player.
That was a good deflection mula kay Mocon. Here's Aprico. The double by Mocon and Tankua. Now a 2-3 zone employed by the Red Lions on the Knights.
Change up nila.
Oh, nice cut by Aprico. Good pass as well mula kay Soliano.
That's familiarity. That's team cohesion. And that's best exhibited by players who played with each other for quite a time. Look at this nice extra pass with shot clock winding down. Aprico making himself available, but Soliano with an even better pass.
Felix Aprico. Although if there's one area that he has to improve on, it's his free throw shooting.
Yan ang
But that time-
Achilles heel niya.
Yes.
We talk about Letran.
Former Letran stalwart and Kevin Louis
And
Alas.
that's a knight in shining armor. Kevin Alas. We used to partner with Mark Cruz and Kevin Racal. At,
And his younger brother is now suiting up for San Beda.
oo nga.
Kenneth Alas.
Kasama nga pala dun sa training sa Las Vegas.
Yes. Yung dalawang kuya ni Kenneth, si Kevin and si Junjun, naglaro para sa Letran.
They played with Raymond Almasan, remember?
Yes.
4 years ago.
That's right. Ang tanong, saan kaya pupunta yung bunso, yung keeper?
Galing maglaro yun.
Lumaki na. Turnover, samantala para dito sa San Beda, balik ang bola sa Colegio de San Juan de Letran.
Mabigat din ang half-court defense nitong Knights. And one thing that you can decipher and deduce from the system ni Coach Jeff Napa is that he is a coach that preaches discipline. Makita mo, sumusunod yung mga players niya. Makita mo talaga, hindi nagagambol at masipag. Tumabaho sa depensa.
Nambatak guarded by Sara. Hand off to Calvo. Shot clock is ticking at 10. Nambatak from way beyond that three-point line to no avail. Tumatakbo si Bolek. Bolek will spot up from the outside. And Calvo tracks it down. Letran still ahead by 3. Calvo stopping, popping, getting that bounce and making it.
Both were primary offense. The difference is Calvo took a shot inside the three-point line while Bolek triggered an early 3-ball para sa San Beda.
It's now a 5-point deficit.
Biggest lead na ito para sa Letran. Pinakmalaki ka. Abante naman na hinahabol ng San Beda.
Tankua.
Nice pass. Nice pass. Good play coming from Dan Sara. Veteran move for this former San Beda Red Club. Yan ang coach niyo, Coach Ato.
That's right. Soliano. Balanza asking for it. Guarded by Bolek. Oh, Balanza showing us his dribble. But Tankua with the deflection in the block. Good defense. Good help by Tankua on Balanza there. Bolek. There he is. We were just talking about him. I believe Kenneth Alas is now in the game para sa San Beda.
That was a simple put away coming from Soliano.
Now here's Quinto, guarded by Kenneth Alas. Soliano. Soliano tumuloy-tuloy. Oh. And a foul will be called, I believe, on Kenneth Alas. Let's take a look at Jerick Balanza. Pero nag-switch. Ganda nung ni Tankua.
Ganda nung sa ni Tankua. Understanding that Balanza was not about to give up that basketball. Well, on this return play, nagulangan ni Quinto itong si Kenneth Alas after Soriano attacked on the ball defender. Ang tatangka din ng mga frontline nitong dalawang teams. Mga bata pa pero very promising at makikita mo quite athletic, mahaba yung length, ano? Si Ambohot,
Jay Ambohot.
I'm not sure if he played for another NCAA team before, but I remember the name. I'm not so sure kung siya yun o kapatid siya noon. Ang laki rin, no? Tignan mo, lumalaki yung numero pag matatangkad yung players. Di ba? Parang humahaba. Kasi pag maliit, tumutupi eh. Di ba?
Parang ang liit pag
Correct, oo. Di mo mabasa yung numero pag maliit, pero pag malaki, 26.
Naalala ko last year, sino Mark Cruz.
Maliliit,
Pero,
di ba?
Maliliit.
Pag nalukot.
Pero pag nakita mo yung mga Adyogun o Oraime.
Tamo si Dan Sara, mautak 11 para nakadiretso yung number 1. Oh. Smart talaga si Dan.
So they got shooters now in para sa Red Lions. They got Tonko and Soberano, both in the hard court for Coach Jamaic Haren. Tonko, the step back he sees, he has a longer defender to no avail on that outside attempt. Calvo,
2 minutes.
bigay muna kay Quinto, has it now. Quinto nakahanap ng puwang. Soberano with a rebound off to their point guard. Dan Sara. Napulot ni Alas. Alas has to bring the ball out, and he does. Dan Sara using the pick by Noah. Arnold Noah inside. Noah may be an undersized big man, but gets the job done inside.
You see the way he tracked down that pass. That was not an easy pass to handle. That was a good pass coming from Louis, but apparently they could not connect. Talking about him and Quinto. Yung magandang pass ni Dan Sara for a diving Noah.
This one is brought to you by Total Exilium, the fuel that cleans your engine kilometer after kilometer.
Baka naman ang moniker ni Noah, Noah's Ark sa'yo, ha?
Pwede.
Oh.
At least sa'yo yung mga galing na yun. Alam ko.
Ikaw sa NCAA.
Huli ka. Pag nag-Noah's Ark na, sabihin ko Coach Ronnie na.
Huli ka. Huli kayo ni Coach Alan. Huli kayo.
Dan Sara. Kick out to Tonko. 8 to shoot. Navaro.
Oh, nice.
Kakapasok lamang. Ilista mo na.
Laki, no?
Yes, William Navaro.
It was a set shot that he converted. Unang 3-point basket for the Red Lions in quite a while.
William Navaro, a rookie for the Red Lions. A Phil Greek.
Talaga?
Yes, from Greece. Oh, and Sario knocks it down. Mula sa labas.
Nice
Pangalawa
trigger.
na yan. Pangalawa na ni Marco Sario.
Nice trigger coming from Mario Sario.
Tonko, isa pa daw, sabi ni Navaro. Ilista mo na, dalawang yes para sa tres.
Quinto should try and crowd itong sino na nga yung tumama ulit, Dre? Para sa San Beda. Back-to-back threes yan
Si Navaro.
Navaro, dahil di naman siya malulusutan pero matitirahan siya dalang tangkad
Quinto, nakagawa naman ni Sara, hinahabol ni Sario. Sara tumuloy-tuloy using his body, but look who's there, Coach.
8 straight
It's
points.
Navaro. That's right.
Points from the second unit player. They feel Greek. And again, a bad pass.
So kung ang Milwaukee Bucks may Greek freak Antetokounmpo, ito naman si William Reiniel Navaro. Out of nowhere, didn't play in the first quarter, but scoring 8 points right away to end the first half. Earlier, San Beda led as much as 5. Letran also led as much as 5. And now, it's a 4-point lead para dito sa San Beda College Red Lions. 38-34 at the half. Be right back with more 2016 FilOil Flying V Pre-Season Premier Cup action. Only here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. Welcome back to the FilOil Flying V Center here in San Juan. It's a rainy Sunday all of a sudden for the 2016 FilOil Flying V Pre-Season Premier Cup. Unang laro pa lang nating rivalry Sunday, San Beda versus Letran. Red Lions up by 4 against the NCAA defending champions. Hello again, Philippines, for ABS-CBN Sports. I'm Andre Felix, kasama si Coach Ronnie Magsanok. Coach, it's been San Beda in the first quarter. Letran tried to get it going in the second, but with the help of the players off the bench, para sa San Beda, nakalamang na naman tong Red Lions.
San Beda won the first quarter 21-17. In the second quarter, the pain points were taken away by Letran. Letran was safely protecting a 5-point lead, but then suddenly, William Navaro happened.
Yes.
And just like that, he brought in 2 3-point baskets and more importantly, raised the second unit scoring of the Red Lions to 16 laban sa 12 ng Letran. And as a result, magtatapos tayo sa first half, lamang pa rin ng Red Lions, 38-34.
Panoorin naman natin ang ating mga highlights brought to you by Chooks to Go. Masarap kahit walang sauce. Let's start off the highlights with that sidestepping move by JP Calvo and then Dan Sara with that reverse para naman sa Red Lions. Nambatak still trying to find his rhythm but scoring there. Ray Nambatak just with 5 points para dito sa Letran.
A lot of inside baskets on the flip side for the Red Lions that were eventually taken away by Soliano, Apriku, and of course the other frontline members of the Knights. But then suddenly, yung outside shooting once again reappeared for the Red Lions in the last minute or so, courtesy of William Navaro.
Let's take a look also at Quinto there, passing to his big man Balagasay. Calvo with that stop and pop shot on the break, and then Dan Sara also assisting to his big man Donald Tancua with 8. Ray Nambatak is the leading scorer for Letran here in this tournament with 19, but here in this game just has 5 points. Tingnan muna natin ang ating statistics, Coach Ronnie, and out of all the departments, what stands out for you?
And number one is the number of possessions that San Beda has over Letran. They have a total of 3 more field goals than the Red Lions, but 17 more possessions or touches laban sa Red Lions, yet they're only up by 4. Offensive rebounds controlled by San Beda, they're +6, second chance scoring 8-0. And points off turnovers, yan ang dahilan kung bakit natapyas at nabawasan yung possession count for the Letran Knights.
And we take a look at our leading scorers. As mentioned, it is the rookie Sario coming from De La Salle Zobel leading for the Knights along with Soliano, but Tancua
Yes.
and Tancua, of course,
Given yan.
we know that he will score, but it is Navaro, like what you mentioned, Coach Ronnie, ang hindi natin inaasahan na
Right.
kasama dyan sa leading scorers.
1.5 points per game in 2 games that he saw action here so far in the FilOil Arena. But almost single-handedly, he lifts San Beda out of harm's way as he gives the Red Lions a 4-point lead heading into the final round.
Sa aming pababalik ni Coach Ronnie Magsanok, ito na po ang start ng third quarter sa pagitan ng San Beda and Letran dito lamang sa ABS-CBN Sports in Action. Welcome back to ABS-CBN Sports in Action. On a Sunday where I thought it would be a hot and sunny Sunday, ngayon, grabe ng ulan sa labas, Coach Ronnie.
Tag-ulan na kasi, Dre,
Yes.
di ba? Ang bilis ng lipat ng panahon. Ang bilis din ng lipat ng panahon from last year's NCAA season. Bukas na tayo in a month. 8 buwan ang inantay nitong dalawang coaches, rather itong dalawang teams na ito bago magarap muli. At kung kaya tadikdikan at kayuran tayo dito, doon pa lamang sa ating first half.
Tama yan, third quarter na. San Beda nakaputi and Colegio de San Juan de Letran ang naka-asul. Turnover right away for San Beda to start the third quarter. Our officials, by the way, our crew chiefs, referee Don Pomar, Don Arguelles is the umpire 1 and the second umpire is Jeff Ablola. Bolik finds spots, babalik kay Bolik. Ikaw to Mocon. Mocon umatake. And Apriku corrals rebound number 5. Balanza back to Calvo. Calvo will set things up for the Knights. Calvo, the jumper by JP is good.
Calvo and Sario, good backcourt tandem para dito sa Letran Knights. Starting out the third quarter scoring. Calvo with a nice mid-range weapon for the Knights.
He says he doesn't feel any pressure. Sabi niya, I will just play my game. Alam kong wala na si Mark Cruz, lalaro ko lang yung kaya kong ibigay para sa koponan ko. Mocon, and JB Mocon really has that in his arsenal.
Very solid player, can hurt you from inside out. But what I like about him is his control of the rebounding glass.
Apriku, and credit the assist to the Stingray ng Bata.
Parang layup natin yung Dre, pataas talaga. Hindi natin nabot yung board.
Ngayon, pakinggan naman natin ang panig ng Letran. Let's listen to what Coach Jeff Napa told the Knights at the half, courtesy of this report from Daniel Krishnan.
Coming into the dugout, Coach Jeff told the team that they're doing fine on their defense. It's just that some of the boys are so relaxed. Sabi niya nga, let's be alert inside the court. Hindi tayo pwedeng kung ano-ano lang. Ang gusto natin gawin, sundin natin yung game plan. And also, he said we have to tighten up our defense, correct our mistakes. And lastly, he said we have to go back to the ball game and kung ano talaga yung original plan ng team. Andrea and Coach Ronnie.
Thank you, Gan. Coach Jeff Napa just really sticking to his guns, sticking to the game plan. Just boys under pressure, relax lang. They're down by 2. Sara finds Bolik. Still hesitating to take the outside shot. Mokon. And Mokon is good. Back-to-back baskets from JV Mokon.
Veteran move coming from JP Mokon, and Bolik frees the defense, hesitated a bit, yes. But then he was unselfish enough to wait for the trail post offense of JV Mokon.
Ooh, Jerry Balanza skying high. But will be called for a traveling violation.
Tumutupi, ano?
Oo, tingnan mo na, Coach, ha? Kilala akong gumaganyan sa ere, nakakalaro natin eh. Parang Ompong Ducanis ba?
Yung taga-bagong katipunan sa may pasig, yung laging naliligaw. Pero ito hindi naliligaw, si Baseramer nanonood sa atin ngayon.
Ah, basta ka
Si Hammer.
Oh, wow.
Hi to the Hammer.
Sabi, nagpapahay ang ating floor director, Larry Diak.
Oo.
Baser, Amer. Mokon has daylight from the outside and 3 straight baskets from JV Mokon. Now let's go back to the side of San Beda, courtesy of this report from Pauline Versosa. Yes, Pao.
We are so selfish today. These were the first words of Coach Mike back in the dugout after their performance in the first half. No one was rotating on the big guy. They were making 2 passes, tapos titira na. No one was moving their feet. This is not part of the game plan. Sabi nga ni Coach Letran is not doing anything special, but they're playing as a team. And with that said, he ended his huddle by saying, when all things fail, just follow directions. Focus lang naman ang hinihingi ko and for you guys to be on the same page. Andre and Ronnie.
Thank you so much, Bowie.
Pag nasa half-court defense ang Letran, mas kaya nila mag-stop. Problema, hindi sila tumatama ngayon from the perimeter, even from inside. That's why San Beda is able to attack them before the defense is set. That's where JV Mokon was able to buy his baskets to give San Beda a 6-point lead.
Soberano is back in. Bolik will head to the bench.
Ibig sabihin, Dre, gumagana itong 2-3 zone defense si Coach Mike Arin.
He's still sticking with it too. The 2-3 zone employed by the Red Lions. Nambatak, good stop by Mokon, but Nambatak gets the ball back. And the 2 for Ray.
Almost a stop. Just could not grab the defensive rebound. Nambatak with his 7th point of this game. Letran still behind by 4.
We approach our 6-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Devon Potts to Mokon. Mokon has had 6 points here in the 3rd alone. Mokon, that one-handed hook is still good for JV Mokon. On fire itong si Mokon. 8 of his 11 points coming here in the 3rd.
Isang 3-point basket. Itinama rin dito ni Mokon. Pang-5 na yan for the Red Lions. Explosion burst coming from Mokon. San Beda still on top by 6 at 46-40.
Batak fires away for 3. Mokon grabs the rebound. So it's not only scoring, also rebounding and defending well. Para dito kay Coach Jamai. Let's see if they will go back to the hot hand. The form of JV Mokon. Soberano drives the kick out to Mokon. Thought about it, goes closer. Mokon attacks that defense, gets the foul and the basket. He will head to the line for a bonus free throw.
Wiley, steady for a sophomore. Mokon once again. Solitary player for San Beda, almost scoring at will versus the defense of the Letran.
That Haynes Pool play of the quarters brought to you by Haynes, America's first name in comfort. San Beda up by 8. And the Teng sisters also here at the FilOil Flying V Center. We saw Almira and Aliana Teng for supporting their brother Jeron Teng will be in action later on. And the De La Salle Green Archers taking on Ateneo in our main game today. So 2 big games, a preview of both the rivals in the NCAA and the rivals in the UAAP as well.
Remember that Ateneo used to play in the NCAA.
Yun nga sinasabi, Coach. I wanted to ask you that. Sabi kasi nung iba, bago daw nung Ateneo Lasal rivalry and before the San Beda Letran rivalry, it was San Beda and Ateneo daw. In the
I was still in
NCAA.
grade school during that time. Panayang rumble tuwing San Beda at Ateneo ang naglalaban.
And then it was Letran and Lasal daw.
Iba pa yun.
Iba
pa yun. Yun po, I'm just stating a fact. Wala akong pinapalala.
Yeah,
Pero,
of course.
Grade school po ako noon. Tumatakbo ako dun sa Meraneta dahil naghahabula.
Oh, wow.
Tanggalin mo dapat ang uniform mo.
Wow.
Kung hindi, sapul ka.
Back to live action though. Potts missing, but Aqua cleaning up and putting the 2 in.
First basket outside the Mocon. And the surge has spilled over to the third quarter for the Red Lions. Of course, anchored on that second quarter explosion nang ipapasok na muli ni Coach Jamaica rin na si William Navaro.
And assistant coach, lead assistant coach Ford Araw already giving advice to Navaro, traveling violations. So problems continue to roll para dito sa Colegio de San Juan de Letran.
They cannot seem to find a zone buster or someone who can break open that 2-3 zone. And they're challenged to hit their three-point shots. And as a result, they've been run to the ground at the opposite end as Navaro will join forces with Mocon to try and push San Beda further away from the hands of the Knights.
But Coach Jeff Napa also inserting his big man in Christian Malagasay. Mocon. Good help defense by Soliano. Gives it over to Nambata.
Ang mabigat sa mga tira ni Mocon, iba-ibang klase.
Yes. Iba-iba eh. Drive, outside shot.
May jump hook
One,
pa eh.
yes. May fade away pa nga
Saka
kanina.
iba-ibang lugar siya bumanat at nagpakawala ng tira niya. But of course, it's as a result of too many and consecutive misses from the perimeter ng Letran para makatakbo yung San Beda doon sa kanilang flip side.
It's a matchup problem talaga itong si JV Mocon para sa Letran here in the third quarter as Quinto converts on his first free throw attempt. Bong Quinto, one of the veteran leaders of this Letran squad, averaging 13.2 points in 27.6 minutes in 5 games played here in the FilOil Flying V Pre-Season Premier Cup. Mocon thought about it, guarded by Quinto, natapikan, nakuha ni Sario. Sario is back in, trying to shake off his defenders. Luib now fires away, and Mocon grabs the rebound.
Navaro na naman.
Navaro! Pag buenas ka, Coach Ronnie. Another three-pointer for William Navaro.
Only 18 minutes for him in the first 2 games that he played. But here, he's over a point per minute here, Andre.
Yes.
11 points na ba yan for
Yes.
Navaro off the bench?
And 3 3-pointers for William
At
Navaro.
ilan ang kalamangan ng Red Lions? 11 points.
That's right. Malagasay, bagsak si Sara. Sario finds Soliano. The cutting Balagasay, and a foul will be charged, I believe, on Donald Tancua.
And that change by Coach Jamaica rin, dating back to the end of the second quarter, or near the end of the second quarter, has told heavily against the offense of the Letran Knights.
But if we take a look at that,
Hindi mo marireview yan.
walang review. We'll talk about more of that later on as from that angle, Navaro stepped on the outside line. Be right back after a few reminders. Stay with us only here on ABS-CBN Sports Action. It's so nice to see the reaction of people seeing that and realizing na nasa big screen sila. Meron tayo din sa NCAA coach.
Dami niyan.
Yung Smile Your On Cam. And then may mga aabangan sila. Yung dance on cam na nagawa dun sa cheer dance ng NCAA recently.
Pero pinakamahirap pag na-focus ka, pag may pasok na hindi ka nagpaalam. Anong on cam ang itatawag mo ron?
Paalam on cam.
Tago,
on
lagot,
cam.
lagot
Oo.
on cam. Palo,
Hindi ka nagpaalam sa magulang. mo,
palo
coach.
on cam.
Actually. Balagasay.
This will only be the 10th point of the Knights here in the third, kumpara sa 15 points for the Red Lions.
At dun sa 15 points na yon, yung 10 mula dito kay JV Mocon.
Tama. Yan ang pinakamagandang matchup kay Mocon, si Quinto, dahil halos pareho sila. Larong 4, pero kung titignan mo talaga, small forward yung taas nila. And Coach Jeff Napa trying to apply, trying to look for a good defender laban dito kay Mocon. Soberano tahimik ha.
Hindi pa masyadong uminit.
And he's a 17-point per game player.
That's right.
But not today.
Siya yung leading scorer sa FilOil para dito sa San Beda. Takua, binangga na, may basket pa. The foul will be called on Christian De La Peña.
And who makes the play for the Red Lions? It's Mocon.
That's right.
Attracting the triple help. And of course, Navaro also helping out that last play by stretching the floor, staying on the opposite left corner para mapahula kung sinong dapat bantayan.
And Tangpo converts. Now has 13, eclipsing his average of 12 points per outing here in the FilOil Pre-Season Cup.
Si Mocon, ipinahinga ni Coach Jamaica rin, a much-deserved breather.
Calvin Optana is now in for the first time for the Red Lions. Although another rookie from si Optana for San Beda. Oh, nice one for Bong Quinto inside.
Good inside pass by Luib for Quinto.
Tongo getting that pick from Tangkwa. Optana, the handoff to Soberano. Optana, the kick out. AC fires. Yes! Para sa tres from AC Soberano.
And that's where the difference lies. 3-point shooting of San Beda has definitely been elevated by Soberano and of course William Navaro. Ilang tres na ba yan? 7 for the Red Lions?
I believe so.
7 na.
Yes. Balagasay scores inside there for so it's both Balagasay and De La Peña now in. This is Letran, Luib finding Quinto, and that was that play brought to you by Total Exilium, the fuel that cleans your engine kilometer after kilometer. A minute and 34 remaining here in the third quarter. It's been all San Beda here in this period alone.
So 18 puntos from the 3-point line for the Red Lions.
Oh, nice pass by Navaro showing us
Right.
that he can also drop it off to his big man.
Breakout game for William Navaro, Coach Jamaica ring. Able to get an ace from his bench.
Quinto spots up, fires, no. Letran still having problems converting from beyond the arc. Optana, nice up fake on Luib using the glass on a Sunday. The back is open.
Big third quarter for the Red Lions, already with a total of 25 points after being limited to 17 in the second.
Sario will try to answer. He was fouled, taking the outside shot by Navaro. Apologizes
Well, number
to
21,
the
William
San Beda
Navaro.
bench.
That is his first personal third-team foul on the Red Lions.
Para naman sa Letran Knights, they've been limited to only 14 points. Hindi nila ma-breakdown yung depensa ng San Beda kasi nandun lang nakabantay sa gitna dahil naka 2-3 zone. And right now, Letran is quite challenged from the 3-point line. Sario lang yung tumatama ng consistent from the 3-ball kanina for them.
The veteran point guard of San Beda from Cagayan de Oro as well. Itong si Dan Sara earlier on your screens at the bench now.
Galing nang magdala si Dan, veteranong veterano na. Probably the most veteran player for the Red Lions. Had the chance to be with him in 2012 but he was not able to play for us then dahil yung taon na bumalik siya.
He was serving his residency.
Right, oh.
Kenneth Alas is back. Donald Tangkua will be given a breather.
Replacing Aysan De La Peña.
Itong Letran was also shut down offensively in that game versus Ateneo. And I believe they were limited to 53 points in that loss versus the Eagles. Although there's no doubt that they will be able to eclipse that 53-point output versus Ateneo, but they've been really having problems breaking the zone offense, zone defense of the Red Lions, as Navaro looks to increase his production, plus the lead of the Red Lions. Navaro now with 11 points, probably in 11 minutes or a little over 12 minutes. Tremendous lift from the bench coming from William Navaro.
William Navaro just really giving quality minutes here, converting on both free throws. Here's a guy just played 2 out of the 4 games so far.
Sinasabi natin kanina, 9 minutes a game,
Yes.
only 1.5 points per
Yes.
contest, meaning 3 puntos
Pero
Ang kanyang
ngayon,
inilaro in 18 minutes. Ang kanyang inambag in 18 minutes.
ngayon 13 na, kinakamada ni William Navaro.
Second leading scorer malamang.
Yes. Just next to Tangkua. Quinto, guarded by Raj Tonko. And Quinto,
Hirap na tira.
difficult shot.
Nice touch coming from Quinto. That will be for Letran 18 points here in the third versus the 27 of San Beda.
8 points already for Bong Quinto. Navaro, nice fake. At the corner, back to William Navaro in a 3-second violation.
Still could have converted another basket kung hindi natawagan. Mahirap bantayan kasi pag close out mo, nakaka-atake, nakakapasa. Very mobile for a big man.
At the end of the third,
That's the end of the third quarter. Red Lions up. Their biggest lead was at 15, but to end the third, the score is 65 to 52. JV Mocon started hot here for the Red Lions, scoring 13. Make that 12 of his 10 of his 13 points rather here in the third
Sunod-sunod,
quarter.
ha? Sunod-sunod yun.
Fourth quarter is coming up. After a few reminders, stay with us only here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. Fourth and final quarter, San Beda versus Letran, and right here at the start of the fourth, a turnover right away para sa Letran. Not a good start for Coach Jeff Napa's team.
They are in a 13-point hole right now, still continuing to look for a zone buster. San Beda has not snapped out of the 2-3 zone defense dating back to the latter part of the second quarter.
Kyle Carlos is also in now for the first time for San Beda. Navaro fires.
Unang sablay yata ito ni Navaro.
I believe so. William Navaro had 2 3-pointers in the first. In the first half, way back in the second quarter, had a single 3 in the third.
Biglang nabuhay, di ba? At pumutok.
From nowhere, from the bench, ito si William Navaro.
Pero hindi mo alam kung nandun sa scouting report sa game plan, di ba?
Hindi nga nakasulat sa scorer natin yung pangalan niya. And then all of a sudden it's there because just really
That's a
surprising.
pleasant surprise.
Yes,
That's what
yes. Just really surprising as this William Navaro kid. Still great player for San Beda. At the line, Ray ng Batak. Now let's go to Pauline Versosa with this report for the Red Lions. Yes, Pauline.
You know, Andre and Ronnie, Coach Jamaic really puts a lot of premium on maturity and mobility. And now that we're down to the last quarter of the game, he reminds them that mistakes are part of the game, but it's how you recover that matters. On the other hand, in a conversation I had with Coach Jamaic earlier, now that the NCAA is only less than a month away, he says that more or less, this is the team that we will be seeing and expecting in the coming season. But as of now, he still wants to try different combinations, give as many minutes as he can to each player in order to solidify his entire team. That's all for now, Andre and Ronnie.
Thank you so much, Pawi. Of course, they have so far 19, I believe. How many players do they have? If I'm not mistaken, they have 19 players or 18. But of course, it will still be trimmed down for the final lineup that they will field in the NCAA.
Coach Jamaic utilized 18 players in that win versus Mapua. As we take a look at Father Paul de Vera. Grade school pa lang ako, nandun na si Father Paul sa San Beda, and I owe a lot of my years sa San Beda kila Father Paul, kila Father Tarsi. Sila yung nagpaaral sa amin nila Benji Paras noon dati. Kung hindi, yagit kami hanggang ngayon.
Hindi Papa Bear?
Oo, lalakad lang kami dyan from Menjola dun sa Santa Mesa.
Yes, yes.
Walang pamasahe.
Oh, wow, really?
Nila Father, pinapakain kami sa pinaaral.
Wow.
Kaya nakalbo si Benji. Kasi naglalakad kami doon sa init. Pati sa baha. True story yan.
Pati yung nakalbo si Papa Bear.
Mas true yung story na yun. Ay, wala pala siya dito.
Wala. Kaya hindi ka mag-relate. That was a good block from behind.
13 seconds.
Shot clock at 13. There's still more than enough time. 8:31 to be exact here in the fourth.
But they have to gain a little momentum.
That's right. Nambatak. San Beda still sticking with that 2-3 zone. Suliano, the spin, the move by Joe Marie Suliano is good.
Soliano
Free throw count measure, 11 of 16 for Letran, 7 of 8 for San Beda, but San Beda has shot more triples than the Knights. The veteran players of Letran now trying to step up here in the fourth, courtesy of Batak and Soliano.
Tongko's jumper is short.
Ano problema, no? Pag nakuha sila Tangkua, they talk about rebounding.
That was a good move by Nambatak, everything but the shot. Navaro, the cross court to Tongko. And Raj falls down on the floor. Tumatakbo naman ang Colegio de San Juan de Letran. Nambatak threading the needle almost, but not quite.
Veteran players trying to score easily, trying to score quickly for Letran as they're down still by 11 points.
Now let's go to Letran's side, courtesy of this report from Genyo Krishnan.
On the last quarter of this ball game, Coach Jeff has been telling the team to try to survive this game. Sabi niya nga hanggat may oras pa ay gagawin natin ang lahat para may panalo ang laro. Coach Jeff has been pointing out the way the team way of executing their game plan. He keeps on telling the boys na masyado kayo mabagal. You guys have to stop walking inside the court. He added, if you guys are tired, magpahinga kayo after this game. Pero ngayon oras na to ay lalaban muna tayo. Andrea and Coach Ronnie.
Thank you so much, Gan. Of course, if there's one coach that knows also about fighting, it's that man, Jeff Napa, who just led sina JLC, John Lloyd Clemente,
Right.
this kid, Salazar.
Kalaban nila sila Aljon Melesio.
Yes, yes. And the juniors of the UAAP. NU was really a tough team to beat.
And suddenly, the Knights are only behind by 7.
That's right.
They have generated a total of 8 points here in the fourth compared to only 2 points for the Red Lions.
67-60. Mocon is back in. The spin on Luib. Mocon uses the glass and still has the hot hand for the San Beda College Red Lions.
Once again, Mocon able to read the shot clock and game clock smartly and able to attack that cross-match laban kay Luib. And then on the return play, having this big defensive stop.
That move by JV Mocon on Luib. Also, Soliano was a little bit late on that help. Devon Potts is back in. And Navaro goes to the bench. And a slight applause from the San Beda faithful.
They did damage, no doubt. But now it's the turn of the closers. Perfect pass by Mocon. Halos din na tinignan itong si Tangkua dun sa pag-dive ni Tangkua. Let's see if this block was clean. Upstairs, bola talaga. Pero mas sumabit sakali dun sa katawan dahil clear as day sa taas, bola.
Also from my angle, I thought it was a clean call, but of course the officials have a closer look than me on that sequence. But that high-low sequence reminded me of that De La Cruz to Adiogo kind of play. And now, of course, transferring to JV Mocon and Donald Tangkua.
It's a quick dive with a big-to-big pass from the exterior to the interior. Takes precision and playing together to be able to execute that perfectly.
The 5 for the Knights, it's Luib. Calvo is back in. Nambatak, Soliano, and Apriku, the veterans for Letran.
Tight pass. Nambatak not willing to trigger any more threes. They're trying to look for inside baskets, trying to bring their offense inside the three-point line.
Seven to shoot. Calvo. A wide open Luib at the corner, in and out. Calvo, big break. He's 3 for 3. And Aprico, another chance for the Knights. They just need to convert here. Nambatak gets the foul and will head to the line for 2 freebies.
3 possessions in one sequence. Red Lions still up by 11. Kanina bumaba sa 7. 4 straight points for San Beda. And once again, ang bombero at pamatay sunog galing kay Mocon.
Nambatak in and out on that free throw try.
I believe Nambatak had a 22-point game versus Ateneo. 20-point game. Unfortunately, it was only Kin to backstop him with 14 points. The rest, 4 points or lower. And that will not carry out laban sa Ateneo Blue Eagles.
6 minutes.
Rin ang bata was able to
Oy.
hit both free throws. Oh. Back up in the lead is up to 10 still para dito sa Red Lions. Mocon is still converting. JV now has 17 to his name.
Once again, Sara finding an open teammate. Ball movement, breaking the defense down. Mocon once again converting for San Beda.
Calvo, season opening. Calvo, oh, huli ka boy, sabi ni Mocon. So Mocon,
Shot clock, 12
fast touch on him.
seconds.
So take a look at this Haynes Pool play of the quarter. Haynes, America's first name in comfort. It was that good pass from Dan Sara to the cutting JV Mocon in the middle. Sara.
Oy.
Oh, and Dan Sara.
Looking away, stopping, popping, almost converting. Sara only has 2 points, but I believe at least 7 assists for the Red Lions. This is a big explosion coming from JV Mocon, simply because he only had 4 points in that win versus Mapua. Si Bolet, si Dan Sara, si Soberan at Cabanag had double-digit scoring in that contest.
AC. Soberano missing on that 3 and Calvo stepping out of bounds. So ball will stay dito sa San Beda Red Lions.
Nasagot na ng San Beda yung maagang run dito ng Letran sa 4th. We are almost near the halfway mark ng ating final quarter. San Beda with a total of 8 points here in the 4th. Laban sa 9 na puntos for Letran. And again, parang nandi-drills itong si JV Mocon. Picking his spots, scoring almost at will. 20 na ba itong si Mocon?
19.
19 na. 17 sa second half.
So we hear those cheers, of course, go San Beda fight. And later on, we see the College of St. Benil Blazers here. Edward Dixon, we also have Fon Saavedra. At tuwan-tuwa ang katabi mo dyan, ating floor director Larry Diang.
Sobra.
Puro tisoy ang mga nakita niya.
Sobra. With open arms. Buiset.
Yes. We go past our 5-minute mark dito po sa ating laro. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok, Andre Felix. Sama ang legendary na si Coach Ronnie Magsanok. And also at courtside, we have Genio Krishnan and Pauline Versosa. Soberano, good up fake on Balanza. Soberano with a runner is good, using the glass as well.
12 points in the quarter for the Red Lions, but more importantly, they have diffused yung rally ng Letran and have elevated their lead to its biggest. 16 na ito.
Badak falls to the ground, gets a foul, was able to fish one. Wala kay Donald Tangkua.
Mukhang nagamit na ni Coach Jamaic yung buo niyang lineup dito.
Except Adamos.
Ito na, no? Oh,
yeah,
ito na.
Si Ben Adamos.
Siya na lang yung nakita kong walang tuwalang nakabalot eh. Pero mamaya, pagkatapos ng floor time na rito, meron na rin.
Yes, a transferee from Technological Institute of the Philippines. Or
TIP.
Yes, the
Oo.
engineers of TIP.
Tangkad din.
Itong si Ben Adamos. A third-string big man.
So far,
Yes.
sa rotation. Reynang Batak. Dito sa larong ito ay 5 of 7, pero ilang puntos na si Reynang Batak? 13 points.
Yes. Now, 5 of 8. I was about to say 6 of 8.
Oy, they take the ball away, but they miss.
Did not convert. Parang may yung kasabihan na may nag-aarang ng ring.
Nakatakip.
May nakatakip.
And double black eye for Quinto dahil he will be called for a pushing foul.
That's right.
2 shots per minute.
Libreng-libre si Bong Quinto. Palakas nga lang. Lumabas ang attempt and then called for that foul as well. So Adamos is now at the line. Ben Adamos just played in 3 games.
Torres de Cambia for Rogan Sara.
No, games played just 1, I believe.
Biglang bumuga yung opensa rito ng San Beda sa second half. After being limited to 17 in the second quarter, they scored 27 in the third to finish with 65 dun sa first 30 minutes. And then here in the fourth, able to be in cruise control and hold Letran at bay, containing Letran to only 10 points, built around this fortress of a 2-3 zone defense.
Devon Potts. Tots on the attack. Oh, nice. Nice teamwork here for the Red Lions. It was Tots to Mocon
And
to
again,
Adamos.
Mocon makes that play happen. So if he is not scoring, he is facilitating.
And alam niya si Adamos yung isa sa mga hindi pa nakakagawa. As we take a look at Quinto scoring for Letran on that sequence. But the unselfishness ni
Saka yung
David Mocon.
maturity, yung read sa laro.
Yes.
Veteranong umamada at tumimpla ng laro itong si Mocon.
Soberano! Ilista mo na! Isa pang yes para sa tres from AC.
That's where the surge started for the Red Lions. 3-point bursts. Itong si William Navaro started it all for the Red Lions in sa last few minutes ng second quarter.
A little bit of trivia here. Sabi ng ating kasamang coach Jude Roque, ito si AC Soberano. Ang nagdala daw dyan, isang Letranista, si Alan Salangsan.
Uy!
Nagdala kay AC
mag-basketball,
Soberano. Yes.
Teammate nila Kirby Raymond.
Yes. As we take a look at this play brought to you by Total Exilium, the fuel that cleans your engine kilometer after kilometer.
Kanina pinunta natin at the top of the coverage. San Beda tied with Ateneo for the second spot. Doon sa Group B behind the unbeaten 4-game winning streak ng Lasal. Kailangan lang banggitin kasi 4 lang po ng mga teams ang papasok sa bawat grupo. At ngayon, kayuran ito dahil all the teams will play only a total of 7 games. You want to win at least 5 to be able to make it safely.
Yes.
Doon sa semifinals.
Para at least may spot ka doon sa pagdating ng crossover. But now the lead has ballooned to 18 for the Red Lions.
Hindi na makashoot ang Letran at nahirapan na rin silang makastop.
Palanza. And a foul will be called here on Norish Mark Decapia.
At mukhang si Bolik na lang at si Cabanag, yung rotation players talaga. Coach Jamaic dito, Coach Jamaic giving extended floor time sa kanyang mga manlalaro. Trying to inject a little confidence to his players. Dahil alam mo naman, in about a month's time, ikakalanganin mo yung buong loob ng mga players mo. While it continues to be a work in progress for Coach Jeff Napa in his bid to once again build and instill a winning program for the second consecutive year for the Letran Knights.
Balanza getting both free throws. Under 3 minutes to play. Balanza has 7 for the cause of the Letran Knights. Decapia used to play also for the Red Cubs. Not last year.
Ayun.
Last year, I believe. Ito si Norish Decapia.
Player ni Coach JB Season.
Yes.
Ito sila Tongko, di ba? Player nila Coach JB Season.
That's right.
Coach Britre Roma. Naglaro din sa NU. 2 magaling na gwardiya. Daming parang point guard factory dyan.
Totoo.
Nila Coach G,
Totoo.
nila Coach JB.
Of course, we can go way back. Pero dami na produce. Tama, Coach Ronnie. Of course,
LA Tenorio.
LA, JB Casio.
Lindo Pomare. Ganun din naman sa Letran. Ang daming magagaling na manlalaro dyan. Anong galing?
These two schools producing a lot of student athletes that became successful.
2 of the winningest schools in the history of the NCAA.
And this rivalry actually started back in 1950. Both teams expected them to meet at least twice a year because they both play in the NCAA. And since 2001, San Beda leads this rivalry 25-20.
Ganun karaming beses na.
Yeah.
Incidentally, San Beda is the defending champion of the FilOil Tournament. Nalo sila last year. Letran naman naghanap pa ng unang titulo dito sa FilOil Pre-Season Premier Cup.
Last 2 minutes brought to you by Haynes, America's first name in comfort.
Kanina pinupunto natin, San Beda is a 92-point team in terms of offense. They've only lost 1 so far after playing 4 games in about a week. Tatlong sunod na laro bago bumalik at labanan yung Mapua last May 26. They won the first 2 games for dropping that game versus the La Salle Green Archers.
Batak still in, as well as Calvo. Calvo thought about it. So Letran still not giving up. Here's Luib. Mula sa labang masyadong malakas. Soliano. Good defense by the white shirts. De Capia is down. Calvo steals it.
Problema talaga, walang tumama sa tres para dito sa Letran.
Tapikan at pagsak ang Red Lion. Soliano will be charged with a foul.
Ball on number 22, Norris De Capia, penalty.
Oh, no, not Soliano. The foul will be called on the San Beda player, I believe. Si De Capia ang tinawagan ng foul doon. So,
But this is the white flag already for Coach Jeff Napa. So
yes.
he has already brought out
Warning on number
Stingray
5,
ng Batak.
Soliano for second motion.
Here in the fourth, Letran with 67 points total. 15 here in the fourth versus the 18 of San Beda. But every quarter has been won or tied by San Beda dito sa Letran. Kung kanina lumamang ang Letran sa second quarter, yun ay mabilis na nabura mula nung ipinasok ni Coach Jamaica si William Navaro.
Soliano. So, white flag is almost complete para dito kay Coach Jeff Napa. Nilabas na nga din si Soliano. Nabanggit mo, Coach Ronnie, si Batak. Luib is also now coming out as well.
They will be at 2-4 after this loss. And they need to sweep the remaining 2 games and hope that no other team doon sa unang tatlo or apat ay makarating. Or rather, nasa pang-apat ay hindi makarating sa 5 panalo.
Pampid is also now in para sa Letran. So, around this time, 1 minute and 7 left. This is also the time para mabigyan din ng kumpiyansa and exposure ng mga players na bihira makakita ng aksyon para dito sa kanilang mga koponan. Norris De Capia at the line. We see Felix Aprico
And
Luib, yes.
Michael Jordan Luib, galing, no?
MJ.
Time out, Letran Knights.
So ilan naman yung papangalalang Steph Curry in the future, di ba?
And as promised,
Oo nga,
that
At Klay Thompson.
Yeah, for sure.
O Russell Westbrook.
and applying the best defense.
Time out on the floor. Kami po yung magbabalik. A lovely face and a lovely afternoon sa ating mga manonood dito po sa loob ng FilOil Flying Beast Center.
On a rainy Sunday.
Yes, on a rainy May 29th, 2016. These games, both games, actually were supposed to be June 5 pero minove.
Oo nga, no?
Na-move to, yes, Coach. Dapat,
Sa linggo, next week.
yes, ginawa na today.
At tandaan natin, ang opening day game ay sa pagitan din ng San Beda
And Letran.
at ng Letran. Alam ko, host ng San Beda this
That's
year,
right,
di ba?
that's right.
Gaganapin sa June 25.
Yes.
Is that a Saturday?
It is a Saturday, yes,
Saturday.
Coach, yes.
So para sa mga fans sa NCAA, abangan nyo po ang muling duelo ng last season's finalists sa June 25. Sandali na lang yan.
Less than a month, actually.
Less than a month.
Tamanag will bring it out. Bolik sa kabilang corner telling his teammates, manalo na tayo, huwag na nating itira pa to. And your few takeaways, Coach, as we see the time winding down. San Beda obviously will win 84-70, but let's start with the winning team, San Beda here.
I thought that they were able to solve yung depensa ng Letran una. And pangalawa, I thought that they were able to contain the offense of Letran by going 2-3 zone defense all throughout the second half at dun sa bandang dulo ng first half. Ganun kasimple lamang.
At kami po yung magbabalik. Congratulations to Coach Jamaica rin.
Nice
and
game
the
coming
San Beda
from
Red Lions.
a lot of players for San Beda. Big win for Coach Jamaica rin.
Final score is 84-70. We'll be right back to wrap this game up after a few reminders. Stay with us. Welcome back to ABS-CBN Sports in Action. Final score between San Beda and Letran, 84 for the Red Lions, 70 for the Knights. Sa pula ko dun, sa pula ko dun, Coach Ron. And our Frigo player of the game is none other than JV Mocon, and he is with our Pauline Versosa.
So JV, in the second half of the game, saan kayo nag-focus para maka-recover?
We were playing bad on the first half, kaya nag-focus lang kami sa little things. Actually, si William Navaro lang yung naglalaro ng maayos, and we were focusing on the little things lang, getting rebounds, getting stops, tapos in the end, okay naman.
Ayan, so gano'n naman kahalaga yung panalong ito against Letran?
We all know we lost the championship to Letran. And siguro redemption na rin namin to. Start ng NCAA and motivation na rin.
Ayan, JV, so may gusto ka bang batiin?
Binabati ko si Eric Cruz and yung sa family ko, si Catalino Mocon and Janet Mocon. Ayun lang. Thank you.
Ayan, so thank you very much, JV, and congratulations. Back to you, Andre and Ron.
Thank you, Pawi. Congratulations sa'yo, JV.
Special mention, of course, should go to William Navaro.
Yes, of course.
Played off the bench, who accounted for 15 points para matulungan yung opensa ni Coach Jamaica rin. Big game for Tancua and of course Mocon at itong si William Navaro.
He is our Frigo best player of the game. Up next, if earlier we saw San Beda and Letran, the rivals in the NCAA, up next it will be the rivals of the UAAP. It will be the Ateneo de Manila University Blue Eagles taking on the still wala pang talo na De La Salle University Green Archers.
Marquee matchup. Unang paghaharap ng Ateneo at Lasal dito ngayon taon kung hindi tayo nagkakamali.
At parehong bago din ang coaches. Of course, Coach Alden Ayo coaching the green and white, and Coach Tab Baldwin coaching the blue and white. It's been an honor. Always a pleasure working with you, Coach Ronnie.
Same here.
Sana makita tayo mulit. I'm sure makikita tayo muli.
Bukas basket.
That's right, tama. It's been a good first game para dito sa ating ngayong linggo ng 2016 FilOil Pre-Season Cup. San Beda prevailing in this ball game. JV Mocon leading the way with 19 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 blocks. For courtside reporter Pauline Versosa, Gainiel Krishnan, our director Rolde Ocampo, my partner Ronnie Magsano, I'm Andre Felix saying stay tuned for more action only here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action.